Another really great technique to learn when you're learning how to fingerpick is being able to play two notes at the same time, which we call double notes. And there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. But basically what you're doing, like if I take a D chord, and instead of just picking through with a traditional pattern, I might decide to actually pick two of the strings at the same time. See what I mean? So it gives a really different, it adds that chordal element back into these arpeggios really that you're doing over this chord. So what we're going to do is just create a simple pattern to start doing some double notes, okay? And then we'll look around a little bit for some different things. So here we go. What we're going to do is we're just going to start off on our D chord and we're going to play thumb, thumb, and then we're going to pluck these two strings right here with our first and second fingers. Okay, so we're going thumb, thumb. Now remember, if you're one of those players that would rather play thumb, first, second, third fingers, that's okay. Then you'd play thumb, first, and pluck with these two strings, or these two fingers, you'd pluck with your middle and your third finger. If that's easier for you, then that's okay, all right? Okay, what we're going to do is create a little pattern here. So right there, what we're going to do is we're going to go thumb. I'm going to double thumb here. I'm going to go thumb, thumb. But if you'd rather use the other finger picking pattern, that's perfectly fine. Or finger pattern, I should say. So I'm going thumb, thumb, and then I'm double picking. Okay, doing double notes there. And then what I'm going to do is go back to the third string. And then I'm going to add my pinky on to make a sus4 chord and pick those two strings. So I have... Okay. Now I'm going to go back. So right there, what I'm doing is I'm just, once I get into the loop here, I just keep doing this over and over. But I'm just changing my D chord by going D, sus4, then back to the D, then sus2, then back to D. So I'm just going back and forth. See that? So with all the other ideas that you can do with finger picking, you know, the single note things and changing up your rhythms and all kinds of different things that you can do, learning how to add double notes is something that can really kind of enhance that. And let me just show you. I'm going to use some different finger picking patterns. I'm going to do some embellishments rhythmically, and I'm going to add some double notes in. Let's see. See, you can just, there's so many different things that you can do if you just start breaking apart each little brick of what finger picking is. So you start off with just, what is my pattern? What fingers am I using? Right? A straightforward pattern, and then you start breaking that pattern apart a little bit rhythmically to make it more interesting. Okay? And then you start embellishing notes like the sus4 and the sus2, things like that. And then you start adding in double notes, which is pretty cool. Okay? You know, I was doing this one a little bit earlier, this, which of course is Stairway to Heaven, which is a pretty consistent pattern that winds up utilizing double notes as well as part of the pattern. So that's a really nice one to look at. Maybe not the whole song, but maybe just that first little segment to start developing an idea of a consistent pattern with double notes added. So take a look at that. Hopefully that makes sense to you, and practice hard.